Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about how a narcissist expects you to behave. See, a narcissist, they have their own distorted way of thinking, and this is the way that a narcissist expects you to behave when you're with them. Number one, a narcissist expects you to believe everything that they tell you. They want you to just be a yeser. Yeah, okay. They want you to look at them like they are intelligent, they're superior, they know what they're talking, they're always right, okay? This makes them feel good. They always want to be the authority, so they expect you to always agree with them, okay? Narcissists expect you to agree with them and always side with them and tell them that they are right. Narcissists, in a sense, they want you to be a lapdog. In other words, you're going to do everything that narcissist wants you to do. They want to be the captain of the ship, and you are a deckhand, a subordinate, all right? The other way that a narcissist expects you to behave is that they want you to be loyal to them, okay? Now, with this, you guys, you got to understand something. Narcissists don't trust you, okay? So they will never, ever feel that you're 100% loyal, but they want you to be loyal to them, okay? The other thing that a narcissist expects, the way they expect you to behave, is to let them say or do whatever they want. Never, ever question or challenge the narcissist. When you challenge the narcissist, you're going to be met with resistance. They're going to, they're going to call you crazy, or they may give you the silent treatment, or they may gaslight you, but, they don't want you to ever challenge them. And what they do, especially these covert narcissists, and you see this in the business world or in schools or education, anytime you challenge them or challenge the administration or challenge somebody like that, what do? They automatically want to cut you out, okay? So narcissists never, ever want you to ever challenge them, all right? The other thing that a narcissist expects you to do or to behave is that your goal is to make them happy, okay? And that is something that a narcissist will never be, no matter who they're with, okay? Because a narcissist is very critical, judgmental, and they always find fault in people. Nothing is enough for the narcissist. So you could be the most accommodating partner. You could do everything right. You could even buy things for the narcissist. You could go out of your way for the narcissist. And guess what? It's never enough. They're always moving the goalpost, okay? Because the happiness isn't supposed to come from you. The happiness has to come within themselves. But because they don't self-reflect and say, I'm unhappy because I don't appreciate things, I should appreciate what I have. And this is another reason why narcissists are never happy, because they don't appreciate what they have or who they have. And this is why they lose good people. But they expect you to make them happy and that they don't have to do anything in the relationship. They expect you to do all the work in the relationship. They expect you to be the one calling. They expect you to be the one texting. They expect you to be the one doing everything for the children. They expect you to be the one cooking and cleaning. They want you to do all the grunt work and not open your mouth and shut your mouth, okay? They are the captain of the ship. So they expect you to do whatever they want you to do, okay? The other thing that some narcissists expect is that you spend money on them. Some narcissists, these are like the real scammers, they get with people, and the only reason they're getting with them is because they want money out of them. Maybe they want money for a business, or, maybe they want to invest in something and they want you to put the money up. They want your money, okay? So they expect you to, when they ask you for something like, oh, can you give me a loan? I'm going to start my landscaping business, or I'm going to start this business, or I'm going to start a new health club. Can you give me the money? They expect you to give it. And when you say something to them like, well, what are you going to do for it or whatever? They look at it like, well, you're so honored to even have them around you. Like just them being in your presence means that you should automatically do these things for them, okay? That's their distorted thinking, that they don't have to work and put into the relationship, that just them being with you, that you should be their lap dog, okay? And that's how it would be if you're with a very narcissistic person. You're basically a slave and they're the dictator, and they expect you to shut up, never open your mouth, never challenge them, or they will pay you back and torture you for it. They'll give you the silent treatment. They'll yell and scream in your face. They'll be cold and unaffectionate to you. So you have to suppress all of your feelings in order to keep the peace with this narcissist, okay? So they expect you to behave, as somebody who answers to them. They are the boss. You are not the boss. It's not a relationship of equality. It's not a relationship where the two of you are partners. They may tell you that because they are deceptive and they are misleading that, oh, I'm your partner. But meanwhile, they expect you to do all the work, and they're just going to kick back, and they feel like because they are such a great person that you should be kissing up to their beck and call, all right? Some of them expect you to cook for them constantly. Some of them expect you to do their laundry. Some of them expect you to buy them expensive things, buy them a nice new car, buy them a nice house, and all of this because you are with the spectacular narcissist, okay? This is what a narcissist expects. The other thing, all right, they want you to be in awe of them. Narcissists constantly want you to flatter them, tell them that they're terrific and everything like that. And when they feel that you're not doing that, they will actually remind you of how wonderful they are, and they'll try to get you jealous. And how do they do that? They'll bring up, oh, so-and-so was flirting with me at my job, or this one was looking at me when we went out. What is that doing? That's to make you feel uneasy, because narcissists want you to be jealous. When you're jealous, then they have the control over you. Then they could do whatever they want. They feel like, you'll bend over backwards for them because you don't want to lose them. But basically, a narcissist expects you to, never think that you're better than them. A narcissist basically looks at you like you're stupid. They're smarter than you. They know better. They know how to cook better than you. They know how to clean better than you. And when they say something to you, like they may say something like, why are you eating this? You should be eating that. You should say to them, this is what they expect you to say. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I should be eating this way, not my way. See, a narcissist wants to take away your whole independence. They don't want you to be independent. They don't want you to have self-worth. They don't want you to have self-confidence. They want you to be reliant on them for their validation, so that you could be like, they are the great authoritator that, is advising you and giving you good advice, and they know better, okay? So they expect you to always, kind of look at them like in a godly way with this odd admiration, like, oh, I'm so lucky to have you in my life. You always know better than me. You're so smart. Oh, I'm so lucky to have you, okay? This is what this is how they expect you to behave, that you should always be in awe of them and that you are so lucky to have them. That's why a lot of them, what they'll do is they'll threaten you, and they'll say something like, well, if you're not happy, there's the door, or I can leave now and you could go find somebody else. This is to test you and put fear in you, because they're threatening you that they're going to leave the relationship, or they're threatening you like, well, if you think there's something better out there, be my guest, okay? When a narcissist says something like that to you, that's when you should say, you know what? You're right. You're right. Maybe I should walk out that door. Never, ever let them think that you're in fear of them walking out. Because if they know that you're in fear of them leaving the relationship, they are going to walk all over you and be doing what they want. And they'll be telling you things like, nobody tells me what to do. Nobody tells me like to do. Like who the fuck they are, okay? You got to understand who the fuck you are, and that you don't deal with somebody who can't humble themselves. See, a narcissist can't humble themselves and say to themselves, you know what? I'm lucky to be in the relationship with you. Yeah, I'm lucky to, I'll work with you. I know that it's my part to have to put in and do some work and everything like that. But see, a narcissist, they feel entitled that they don't have to do jack shit, and that you have to do everything, and that they're independent and they could just walk out the door. And that's why, my friends, they always have a backup supply, because they will never, ever be codependent on you, okay? This is why they could tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing, because they know they have that backup supply to replace you. That's why they're treating you that way. That's why they're independent, okay? So that's why I tell you, don't ever be codependent on a narcissist for anything. Zippo, zilch, nothing, okay? Not money, not validation, not praise. You've got to know who the fuck you are, and you can stand with or without that narcissist. You don't need them, okay? This is what I would teach my daughter, or teach my kids, or teach any kids, that you have to have your own thing so that you never, ever become dependent on somebody else, especially a narcissist, because then they're going to control you. They're going to control how you live, what you eat, who you talk to, how you live your life. And you never want to have, you'll be a prisoner. You're basically a prisoner. You're not a free person. See, when you're with a narcissist, very rarely can you feel like you're a free person, because they're always criticizing, judging you, and putting you down. You always feel uncomfortable. You're walking on eggshells because these people are so hypercritical of you when they're the ones who can't handle criticism. So you guys, in a sense, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you got the gist of this. So basically, when you're dealing with the narcissist, they expect you to be a lapdog. Somebody who doesn't open their mouth and challenge them. Somebody who lets everything go and never holds them accountable. Okay? If you're a strong person and you have strong boundaries and you're somebody who doesn't sway, you are never going to last with the narcissist. Okay? Never, never, because you will never put up with their nonsense. That's why marriages can last many years when a narcissist is married to somebody who is putting up with their nonsense. All right? It's because those boundaries are not strong, and the narcissist knows it and gets away with it. The narcissist is not in fear of that person walking out, okay? The narcissist could be married and living a whole nother life. They don't care. They don't care because they're doing what they want. But the other person who's married to the narcissist is, not able to open their mouth, because otherwise the narcissist will make you pay. They'll cause such tension in the home by either fighting with you or fighting with you like a covert narcissist, by silent treatments, calling you crazy, putting you down, because they never ever want to take that accountability, okay? So it's like this. Narcissists, they need to be with people that will not hold them accountable, because a person that will hold them accountable, they're not going to last with somebody like that. The only time they would last with somebody like that is if that person had a lot of money and that narcissist was in it for the money, but it would only last a little while till the narcissist couldn't take it anymore, and there would be a lot of upheavals with that. But in general, a narcissist, they feel that you should look at them in a godlike way, and that you should trust whatever comes out of their mouths, and never, ever challenge them, because they know better than you, okay? This is what they want to think in their minds. They think that they're better than you. I hate to tell you this, you guys, but I've dealt with so many narcissists across the board, and all of them have that air, whether overtly or with a covert narcissist, in a very, subliminal way. They have an air that they are better, that they, in their twisted thinking, they want to think of themselves as better than you, and that they know better. And that's why they control everything, because they feel they know better, and they're not about to let you have the control and call the shots. Remember what I told you. A narcissist wants to be the captain of the ship. There is no partnership there. So they want you to be, the deckhand, the subordinate that takes orders, okay? That's basically what it is, and I've seen that, even seen that growing up, all right? So I hope that helps you guys. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast. Also, you guys, follow me on YouTube. I'm going to be moving over to YouTube at the Game Exposed Podcast. Facebook and Instagram is the Game EXP123. TikTok is the Game Exposed. If you guys want one-on-one phone coaching, go to the links in the bio to my website at Ask Yaz. It has all the information there for one-on-one phone coaching. Like if you're confused whether you're dealing with a narcissist, how to handle them. Are you dealing with a covert narcissist that is playing mind games with you and you need clarity? I offer one-on-one phone coaching. And have a great day, you guys. It's so nice to be able to talk about narcissism, the topic, and not have to deal with what I dealt with yesterday in the podcast I put out yesterday, because I don't like putting out a podcast like that where I have to call out another narc abuse influencer. That's not my style. I don't like to have to do things like that, but I thought it was important because there was so much copying and plagiarism going on. I had to make you guys aware. Okay, you guys, have a great day.